Hi, so today we're going to look at the latest O3 reasoning model and O1 reasoning model from OpenAI, so within GenFEA. So what I'm doing here is I'm just quickly setting up a project. I've added some materials and sections, and if we access DesignMate, we can see now from the OpenAI models we've got access to O3 where we can set our temperature and an additional setting of the reasoning effort, which is a new function. We can also see the output tokens. There is 100,000 output tokens, which is absolutely ridiculous. We could do the same for the new O1 model that's available through the API. Of course, it's been available through the chat for a long time, but the O1 preview used to be the predecessor through the API. Now we've got access to the full O1 model. Once we've got all of this set up, we can start generating some input. So this is the typical test that I always use to see how well these models perform. Now, while I'm inputting the text there, I just thought I'll show you the extract from OpenAI. This is the email we received, and it's saying there that this model is actually 93% cheaper than O1 previously, significantly faster, and supports streaming, which is excellent because with all the hype that's happening around DeepSeek, I'm sure OpenAI was eager to push forward a model again to propel themselves ahead in the race of the LLMs, which I think they've managed to do really well, and that's what you'll see in this video as we test it. So I sped up the speed here a bit. It took about 2 minutes for it to compute and do the computation for this portal frame structure, and I have to add, it's reasonably complex. It has to generate multiple nodes. It has to understand the connectivity between elements. I told it to split the rafters into segments so that we can place the purlins at roughly 750 millimeter spacings. And on the first output, it gave me the CSV output. It didn't follow my instructions perfectly, so I had to go back and say, okay, but I wanted the output tables so that I can bring it directly into GenFEA. It then did it correctly. So I started to add the nodes to the project, viewed it, and it looked pretty good, and then start adding the framing elements that the O3 model generated. And then when I headed over from DesignMate to GenFEA, I realized that I actually made a mistake here. So when I ran the update, I saw, oops, something is wrong in this model. And after a little bit of closer inspection, I realized the problem was not the large language model. It was actually the problem was in the chair, being me. So I started the nodes import from node 18, skipping the whole first section. So I quickly went back, just re-imported the nodes, and then regenerated the model. And I was quite surprised to see upon the first output, it actually did it perfectly. Previously, using O1 preview models and DeepSeek models and Grok models, it would do a good job, but it would almost never create the complete frame in one go. I often would have to go back and tell it that it's missed out some elements or left out the additional bays or whatever the case might be. It always used to be incomplete. It seems like now it's following the instructions a lot better, and it creates the complete model as per my input request. So hope you found that interesting. Try GenFEA if you haven't done it yet, and have a great day. Cheers. Bye.